Hello.
Hello.
Are we live?
Are we?
I think we are.
Are we there yet?
I think we're there yet.
Are we there yet?
I think we are. So, guys, welcome. Wow, there's a lot of beeping going on.
I know. We're getting alerts everywhere, man.
Alerts. Hey, them dudes went live. We're going to talk about, I guess you could say, Tulsa Coin Show that we just did. We're going to give you some recaps. We're going to tell you some of the things that happened. Maybe talk about things you can do in Tulsa next year if you want to go not just to the coin show, but just go for another reason. You know, like we had one person came to the show and their wife, they were from California, that's all I'm going to say. Their wife visited their best friend while he got to go to the show all day. I mean, there's other things to do, you know, convince your significant other, whether it be wife or husband, hey, you know, you could go do this. Why I do this.
Hey, there was a couple there spending their anniversary there.
And they was driving through and they seen it. I don't know if it was on a radio because there was radio advertisements, TV advertisements. There was a lot of advertisement for the show. And they said, oh, let's stop here on the way to visit their kids. I think it was Springfield or Missouri or Illinois or something. And ended up staying 3 days. And like, well, we're not going to see the kids.
Yeah, they're like, probably kids. We're not going to make it. We're having too much fun here. What the heck is going on over there?
I don't know. Maybe we're having internet issues.
Are we having internet issues?
Are you guys hearing
I'm
us?
the new Mike. So
yeah, Mike had family business he wanted to go through.
He forgot.
I said hi to everybody up to Steve LaPointe. So hello, Frank Mons. Who else we got? Well, we still got Frank Mons. There's Big Rocky, Copperall Coins. Another great guy. He was at the show.
Yeah, I just saw you, man.
He said, I'm going to start referring to myself as Who-ow.
Who are you?
So, yeah, he was there. He had his daughter with him. That was awesome. Kid of mine, hello. So, yeah, I think we're up. On it, yeah. So, I mean, the show was just so awesome. But before we get into talking about the show, let's remind everybody, you can, if you want to need us to highlight what you're saying, put 3 question marks in front of your statement or question, and we'll throw it up, or we'll at least try to do our best to acknowledge it. If you have a pick, I noticed one person said they were from Oklahoma City and said, dealers here ain't worth crap. If you guys were able to scroll and see that, you can send us a pick to our email, coincrew20@gmail.com. We can look at it and give you our opinion. Plus, you can also get the consensus of the chat.
That's right, man. The chat knows stuff too.
Yeah, assimilated. Can you see us now?
We broke the internet.
What's up, DTS? Invisible Man. Hello. Amy Harrell. Juan Justo.
Obviously, we're having the issues.
I think it's us having the issues because I noticed when I first started to come up. So if we end up going out and not able to come back, that means the show will be over.
Yeah. But I mean, just give us a couple minutes because we might come back just like we did.
Yeah, as long as we don't end the stream, we should be able to come back if we do it in less than, I think it's 2 minutes, maybe 3, I don't know. So yeah, we're here again. Yeah, we went blue, man.
Yeah, man.
Lady Diane of Bobville Coins, hello. So for what happened at the show? Do you want to talk about the video a little bit? It's coming out tomorrow. About kind of give them a gist of
what video?
We got a video coming out tomorrow.
Oh, that was the Annex dude.
An Annex dude bought a coin.
Telling a little story about the metal he bought.
He bought a medal from us, rather, and he's telling the story, and we're putting that up tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Hi, Ida.
Hi, Ida. How are you, dear? So what was your most exciting thing you thought about the show?
I don't know. Just meeting people. But you know what? I met people that I didn't know I met because they didn't tell me who they were. So that's not cool if you're one of them out there.
I thought it was cool because I'm like,
they didn't want me to hug them. That's their problem.
Some of the people, they were just like, we really appreciate you making videos. Thank you so much for your hard work. And I'm thinking,
yeah, some people.
That's cool. That's really cool that they were saying that.
Some people that were there were just viewers of our videos. They don't like watch the live streams. So
nor do they even comment, but they just view.
Yeah.
And they said thank you.
Yeah.
And that makes you feel really good.
Some dude found me. He doesn't know anything about Coin Crew. That was the highlight of my show, man. He's like, I was looking for a Tulsa show, and I came across this weird squirrel, Miss Coin Crew. And he goes, and I watched your video, and he's like, you cracked me up so bad that I like watched. He like binge watched my videos. He's like, who's Coin Crew? I don't know who that is.
Yeah, a lot of people.
So that was the highlight of my show.
Juan Justo says, would an LCS, that means local coin shop for those of you that are not in the know, now you are. Would they be inclined to beat Costco precious metals price? Yes, as long as they can afford to do it. They're not going to do it at a loss. No, because the thing is about precious metals that you have to understand is that this is too low.
Well, I'm weird. I'm like leaning over.
The thing you have to understand about precious metals. What do you say bozo at?
I don't know what that says.
Bonzi. Oh, your shirt, Bonzi.
Hey, like Fonzie.
Bonzi. The thing about it is, as you know, precious metals, you can move them almost anywhere. So someone is most likely not going to be willing to lose money.
Yeah,
in order to sell the precious metals.
My opinion is a lot of these places out there, they'll give you the one-time deal to like reel you in.
Yeah, and that's a lot of times when you buy online, they're not all that way, but a lot of them are. They'll give you that one deal they're willing to lose money to get you in.
Yeah.
Because your info is worth money.
Yeah, man. Then you can
resell your info to another marketer.
You'll be getting like spammed, man. Like you'll have to like unsubscribe to their email because it'll like fill up your whole email.
By that time, though, they've already probably most likely.
Yeah, they already sold you to everywhere else, and then you're going to get all kinds of spam emails. So yeah.
Thank you, Amy. 19 months. That
awesome.
Is awesome. That's
But as a coin dealer, I wouldn't even attempt to match the prices.
We're going to sell the coins as cheap as we can sell them, and not lose money.
Yeah, me and him have different opinions, so. But we do agree upon we don't really like to lose money.
Now, look at this. Funny moment for me was Angel trying to solicit $100 super chat to get Copper House shirt off his bag. Yeah.
But then I told him, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I really don't want to do it.
31 months of technical difficulty, and it's still going. Woo-hoo.
Thank you, Frank. We appreciate you.
Thank you for your 31 months membership. We appreciate it, my friend. So, one thing that kind of disturbed me about the show is I have made calls to some of the submitting services, and they said we're going to be able to put a show label on. And yeah, I'm going to call them out. Okay. They said,
piss Keith off,
they
man.
upset me. They made it up because they gave me an extra Northeast CAC slab. They gave me an extra one for free.
They bribed you.
They bribed me, yeah. But they told me they was going to be able to put Northeast Oklahoma Coin Show on the coins I was submitting when they only were giving away slabs that had that on there. So that was kind of, hey, I got 1993 1-ounce silver Libertads.
Yep. CAC did not get our tatas.
No, we sent them through NGC, who was also at the show. And U.S. Mint was at the show. And believe it or not, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, we'll get with Mike maybe next week or something. I believe that they made their quote to sell, and they're coming back next year.
Yeah, so the Mint said, they said, bye-bye, Baltimore.
The
They're not going to go to Baltimore
no,
anymore.
they weren't at. From my understanding, they weren't at Baltimore this year. Well, it cost a lot more money than Mike's show, Northeast.
But no, they said they're not going to do Baltimore anymore.
Jackalope Herdmaster, how was the turnout? The show. Thanks for supporting the channel, by the way. Work has been too hectic for me to keep up with the coin show videos this year. We've had one on Monday, one tomorrow, and we'll have one more showing some of the stuff we picked up as far as videos. The coin show traffic, it was definitely different. There wasn't no like crazy moments where everybody was just trampling your table. It was nice, steady. There was a few slow times, but none of them were so busy because there was enough room in the aisles for everybody to move around.
Oh.
From what I understand, before the day was over on Friday, there was over 500 people that came in the door.
Yeah, it was really steady.
It was nice and steady.
And I mean, we were so busy, it was kind of hard to make videos because we were like super busy, like meeting people and then all the customers coming in and stuff. So yeah, it was it was crazy. It was like, this is the best show so far.
And it's getting better every year.
Next year is going to be even better because like this year it was kind of just like thrown together, you know.
And we've already got the dates for next year. So
yeah,
we'll
what
be,
are
they? They're in the bag somewhere that's in the thing. We'll get it to you next week.
Well, I mean, you guys have like a year, so
they have like a year. So I think 1 week won't matter.
Yeah, a week or two is not gonna. Most people will probably start like getting their rooms and stuff like 6 months ahead of time.
But the traffic was really good. We went, Angel and I went with the intention of trying to spend money. We said, we're going to spend at least half the money we bring. Yeah,
so like this year we came with the mindset of we're probably not going to make money, but we need to buy stuff.
And it's
somehow we still made money. So
we don't know how
it was good.
So that makes it a good show because it was something unexpected. We ended up making 20-25% more than we took when we were actually, and we did spend half the money we took.
So that was good.
It was just so busy. Now, also at the show,
it's super good considering we're gonna have like probably a giant septic bill real soon.
Oh yeah, we are gonna have a giant septic bill real soon. They charged me. I called them yesterday.
$600 just to come and look
at my drain field.
Like if we hire them, they'll give us some money back. But if we don't hire them, we just like took $600 bills and went.
And shredded them.
We burnt them.
Shredded them, burned them, whatever. Now, Blue Water Stacks, thanks for watching the channel. Appreciate it. Coin Graders at the Long Beach show, too, I heard. Tulsa sounds like a good time. It is a good time. I opened up a window, and at one point during the show today, we're going to scroll down, and I opened up entertainment at Tulsa. I'm going to tell you about different things that you might be able to do outside the show.
So in the evening, you can go have fun in the evening.
There's so much. There's so much stuff to do.
I mean, we had fun.
I don't know how Baltimore felt about Tulsa, except for the fact that it was on the same weekend.
We stole the mint from them.
We did steal the mint from them, yeah. There was somebody else there, and I think I already mentioned Annex was there.
All the graders were there.
They were giving out slabs. Also sample slabs.
And they didn't tell us about it.
They didn't tell us about it, and he did the video with us the day before.
I was literally talking to the dude. It was like a secret, you know how there's that secret menu thing that you can order, but it's not on the menu? Well, that was it, and we were out of the loop.
And so I went over to his table, and I go, someone already said they were out of slabs. And I said, you got any more sample slabs left? He goes, no, I ran. I said, dude, you shot a video with us yesterday, and you didn't even say anything to us about it. He goes, let me look. And he found.
He like dug to the bottom of his barrel.
The deep
for
stack.
Keith, not for me.
Yeah, because she went over trying to get what she couldn't. But I got one. It was a 1967, 40%. And I'm like, it didn't say Northeast Oklahoma. It just said oldest grading service.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a keeper. That's my birth year.
It wasn't a Tulsa show label, but it was last minute. Like a lot of the people, it was like, last minute, like, are they coming? Are they not? But next year we're going to know for sure.
Copper Owl Coins doesn't know Tulsa. No, it's more like they didn't know Tulsa existed until this last show.
Until the Mint told them.
Until the Mint said, we're going to Tulsa. Now there was somebody else. Did I mention? I think I mentioned NGC. They were there. They were all taking submissions. Now, from what I understand, next year those guys are going to be there grading on site as well. But that's something to be said later down the line.
Next week, Mike will be able to give you more info.
Yeah, he had family member come from out of town, and it slipped his mind. Even after saying this morning, "Hey, we'll see you up on."
Yeah, he's like, "I'll be up there tonight," and then Keith got with him, and
slipped his mind.
Hi, Shuffle Silver.
Shuffle Silver, what's up, my friend? So NGC,
hello.
NGC might be grading on site. CAC may be grading on site next year. We're not really sure. But there is somebody else that is most likely coming next year that wasn't there this year. Do you know who that is?
What?
That would be PCGS.
I thought they were there.
PCGS wasn't there, no.
Oh, they weren't. Oh, PMG,
which is part of
NGC's paper money grader.
Hey, Will, how you doing, my friend?
I didn't realize
Good evening,
PCGS wasn't there.
Because there were so many cool people. And then their A&A was there. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
A&A was there. And then there was also SD Bullion.
Oh, yeah.
I know some of you guys.
You got a shirt, man. Those shirts are nice.
They gave me a real nice polo shirt. Maybe we can work something out with them in the future.
Yeah, those shirts were really nice. I might just steal it from Keith. It felt nice. It felt really nice.
She's not stealing it.
So I guess
I might wear it some Sunday or something. I don't know.
I guess the Long Beach show must have been going on the same weekend.
Oh, was it really?
I guess.
So now you got one on the East Coast, West Coast, and in the middle. Was the Long Beach? Someone mentioned the Long Beach show earlier. I don't remember who it was.
OC said it was nice to meet Frank Mons and 949 in the Long Beach show.
Was that
Traitors?
Oh, we see how it is now. Y'all want to stay in California. Hey, don't worry about it.
Tulsa was
just as
Who
warm.
is that?
And right next to me at the show was this guy right here.
Who's that guy?
This guy right here, who's a member for 42 months. Thank you, Silver Seeker, for all the support. He got some great videos out of the show, too. I loved his video last night where he was walking around. What was he saying? If I gave you...
I have to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
If I gave you $5,000, what would you spend it on? Hypothetically. He added that a couple times.
Yeah, because
hypothetically. I'm not really going to give it to you.
Well, give me $5,000 and you'll find out.
Yeah, he didn't ask me. I'm not in the video.
That's what I would have said.
Those polos are quite nice. Yeah, he's got a couple of them. So, yeah, we would have sit there and said, hey, give them to us and we'll let you know what we'll spend it on.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Silver Seeker. We appreciate it. Yeah, he was sitting right next to me, and then next to him was Rob, and then next to him was Raven, and Teacher, then Mad, then EC, then Copper Coins, Live Q&A, and then the circle. It was circled all the way back around. And on the other side of me, next to Live Q&A and me, in between us was Ida Herring.
Yeah, Ida got mobbed by the kids at the end.
She did get mobbed.
She loved it, though.
It was a great show. And like I said, what I loved the most about it, we didn't get a lot of footage. I love the consistency of the show. It was steady. It was just... It wasn't so busy. You couldn't do anything, as far as keep control of your buying and selling, but it was busy enough. I did a lot of walking around. I did get quite a few coins, and I will release a video on that. I just got to get those, I guess you could say, get them together, because I still haven't went to work yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to go back to work tomorrow. Boo!
Yeah. So,
and we have to reset up the whole shop.
So we've got a lot of stuff that you guys can do next year. What did we do? What did we do outside the show?
We went to the Hard Rock Cafe.
We did.
We played some pool.
I-66 restaurant in the casino there.
River Spirit
Casino.
Which is another casino.
Another casino.
It's the only time we go to the casino is like once a year.
But at the casino, and you're going to hear this probably from Silver Seeker, maybe when he goes live Saturday, maybe not. My brother Mike, definitely the best show Mike's put on so far. And next year is going to be better. Now, you're going to hear this, I'm sure Silver Seeker would say it. My brother Mike sat there and bought Kyle, his son, and Silver Seeker, and me dinner at this really nice, I think it was Chris Ruff or Ruff Chris or whatever. It was a really fancy restaurant.
It was a restaurant that had Chris as a name.
Yeah, it had Chris and Ruff in the name. Anyway,
he won't be live for another month or so.
Oh, for another month or so, he might still remember to. He might still remember to. Say
it was
something.
Ruth Chris.
Ruth Chris.
Ruth's Chris.
Ruth's Chris. There you go. Ruth's Chris. That was the name of the restaurant. Anyway, at the restaurant, this restaurant right here, Silver Seeker saying, Mike bought us dinner, and they had these filet steak. I guess they were filet mignons or whatever.
How much what?
Whatever they was, they was off the hook. Except they were like $60, $61, $62. And I'm like, how am I going to make my brother buy me with $60 steak a la carte? So I got me a $16 hamburger. And it was a good hamburger. No doubt about that. But I asked Kyle, I said, give me a little slither off that. Let me taste it. Right? I'm like, man, I should have made my brother buy this thing. It's so darn good.
Yeah, Keith felt bad, but then after he tasted it, he's like, man, I should have.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad after it. And then after tasting it, I offered Mrs. Coincro, said, you want to go? I'll buy you that $60 steak.
I'd rather have $60 worth of like silver than $60 in my gut.
There's a lot of right, that one.
No, I missed it.
There's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of nice places to eat, and there was a better restaurant that we didn't get to go to that Mike and the U.S. Mint and SD Bullion and all those guys went to. Seeker and I is like twiddling our thumbs along with Rob and Raven. The night they went to the real nice, the number one steakhouse in Tulsa, I went to White something market, fish market, White something fish market, and talked about it. It was a good meal. It was a great meal. But before I got done eating, I was going to have a heat. Heat just kept coming.
Yeah, Keith had to go.
I had to actually leave out.
He had to go to the car
to turn on the air.
I was like, that food is half the calories because you sweat half the calories out before you even leave.
I would have, if I had been living down there a while, I would have probably been okay with it.
But we went from 50 degrees wearing a hoodie to like almost 100. So it was over. It was over. It was body shock.
Juan Justo, did you pick up any Mexican gold?
We did.
Did we?
We had those dos and whatever.
Oh, yes. I picked up some dos pesos. I did pick up some Mexican gold.
And was it like dos and
dos medio?
You had two different kinds.
Dos and dos medio.
Dos and dos medio pesos.
Two and 2.5
we got
pesos.
Some, yes.
So that was really, really fun. 11-ounce fillets, yeah. And she says no. Even I say no the first time until I tasted that slither.
I don't know, man. Then, I don't like food that much where I want to put $60 in my gut.
I've talked to Mike since the show. And I said, I'm not going to convince Angel to spend our money on this steak. So he says to me after the show, he says, you take her there, and we'll go and I'll buy it. And she'll try it, and then she'll want to go every year on her own dime.
I mean, I would have bought it on Mike's credit card.
Well, no, he said he's going to buy it for you next year. Did you hear of any security concerns at the show? Last year was pretty rough. This year was, there was not what I would say concerns. I mean, with every show, there's going to be some type of some type of security.
There was no thefts,
but there was no thefts this year, which was really good.
They had a whole security system, so they could be like watching people.
Yeah, and you've seen that over on Silver Seeker's channel. He did a video showing you all the security cameras and stuff, the screens. There was a lot of security there. There was the police were even there as security. It was kind of a double. And let's go ahead and look at this one. Silver Seeker says you only live so long. And look at it this way. The more of those you eat, the
less money you'll need.
No, the less time you'll live.
Yeah, so the less time you live, so you won't need as much money, so it won't matter.
Yeah.
All right, well, when I'm older, I'll eat one.
Yeah, that's a way to look at it. But the show had so many people coming. Now, we did a picture collage video that we put out yesterday. Showed you some of the people. And I hate to say it, and Party Pickle was there. And it was a party.
He
got me
Keith was rolling, man.
And Agent was snapping pictures while I was rolling.
Yeah.
So yeah, silver stacking free. Silver Seeker. You only live so long. Okay, Silver Stacking Freak says the area of this year's show is a really nice area in Tulsa. Yeah, you're going across the 44. It's like you get off at, I think it's Lewis Road, and it's 4.5 miles, 4 miles south, and you'll see it right on the right on 71st Street in Lewis, I think is what it is. So it's really easy to get to. You cannot get lost. It was
easier to get to, and yeah, it was
Parking,
way better.
Parking was free. However, if you're out of shape, a little like me, and it's 100 degrees, and you have to keep up with somebody like Silver Seeker walking 3 times. Silver Seeker and I went to McDonald's one morning, and we're going to the show, and he's walking 3 times as fast as me, and I'm trying to keep up. And by the time I get to I'm out of breath.
Dude, I walk twice as fast as you.
Yeah, but it's not 100 degrees when you're doing it either. Corndale bought one of my shot shells, and someone else stole it from his table. So he came back. Oh, wow. I didn't really hear that.
Oh, yeah, because Mike didn't hear anything.
Mike didn't hear nothing about it, or he didn't mention nothing about it. Do any grading service certify stamps?
Not that I know.
I think, don't quote me on this. Someone else in the chat may know. I believe PCDS has something that I know they certified cards. Collectors Universe is the name of their parent company. They may have something for that, but if not, you maybe check with NGC. It would have to be one of the 2 big graders.
I wouldn't think they would grade
No, they all have subsidiaries.
I wouldn't think they would grade stamps, though.
You never know.
I don't know. They do paper money.
Indivisible Man, I would check with those 2. Give them a call or send them an email, whichever. Question for you. There you go. Gold Maple just don't even use the question marks. He just says, question for you. If you had a choice to buy one, which would you buy? 1 ounce silver or 1 ounce silver bar? Silver, I guess that's coin. It looks like I would probably buy the coin over the bar, unless the bar was Engelhard, because I kind of got a soft spot for Engelhards.
1 ounce silver coin.
I would. Which one you do?
I wouldn't necessarily buy the 1 ounce coin. I like art bars and artsy fartsy ones, so it depends on what my choices were.
He said he wasn't worried that much about it because it was so little. Since the shell itself was 3rd printed, maybe a kid thought it was a freebie.
Yeah, that's possible.
3D printed.
Yeah, because if it was in one of those little
because
3D printed shell things.
A lot of people were giving away stuff. Yeah, I gave away
a lot of people gave away stuff for kids.
I gave away about 100 4-pack coins where they got a Silver War nickel, an Indian head, a buffalo, and a Liberty nickel, and I gave away about 100 sets of those to anybody. I say, and you're under 13, and then I even stretched it up to 15 for a couple people. But there's about 100 of those I gave away. And I know it's not much as a single gift, but when you add the 100 up, that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. Them kids, they were just like, wow, free. They were getting free stuff from all kinds of dealers.
Hey, Mud Swat, save your money and just go to Tulsa next year.
Yes, that's an idea instead of purchasing the world's largest gold coin. So definitely give that a thought.
High left seat. Hello, Invisible River Ranch.
SD Bullion, like I said, was there. They're really great people. And there was another bullion dealer there. Alameda was there. I did buy something from them.
But they don't sell to the public. They tell you how much. They tell you how much it is, but they're like,
I'll tell you,
I can't sell it to you.
I can't sell it to you. I told him, I said, you shouldn't do that. You should just say we only sell to authorized dealers instead of telling them the price. He sat there and told one of the YouTubers, I don't know, is it okay to say their name? Probably not.
I don't know.
We're not saying their name.
Yeah, one of our YouTube friends.
One of our YouTube friends went over to Alameda's table. And they go, how much is this? He goes, I'll take one.
He said, I'll take 2.
He said, I'll take 2. And then Alameda people go, you got a dealer's license? He's like, no, I didn't know I'd have to. You gave me, and so he comes back to me. And so I go over there and I buy 10 of them and then come back.
But yeah, they should ask you if you have a dealer's
Before they give you a
license
price.
before they give you a price, because it's like nanny boo boo. Go
Now-
buy one from one of the dealers on a different table.
Now, this was for SD Bullion being there. This was kind of a first time, last minutes, I think. So they didn't bring anything to sell, but they were all over the show. I mean, they had people walking all over. It was
Next
really
year, all the good guys are going to be prepared.
more prepared.
They just sent people to like scope it out, like check it out.
Yeah,
Is it worth us coming,
And I went earlier. On Tuesday. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday.
I didn't get
the
there.
The U.S.
till
Mint was
Wednesday.
there, and I was talking with
I
him.
didn't get there till Wednesday.
Maybe it was Tuesday.
Because I was with Ida.
Could have been Tuesday.
Yeah, it was. It had to have been Tuesday because I was.
It was the day
I wasn't there.
Yeah, it was the day we were working our bottoms off. Anyway, the U.S. Mint was there. They got there and they were building. Okay, Silver Seeker had asked Chase to come to the show. Glad they did.
So they were glad they did. So they'll probably.
So there's a good chance they may be back next year.
Other people next year.
Now the U.S. Mint was there, and I was talking to them when they were setting up. Let's go ahead and do this, and we'll come back to the mint.
What happened?
Rolled up one.
It jumped on me.
It jumped on you. Caporal, I was impressed with the number of people that may not have known about the channel that seemed interested in once we described it to them. And my kid had a good time. That is awesome. Anyway, Silver Seeker probably knows whether it was Tuesday, Wednesday. I can't remember. The U.S. Mint was there setting up their display. And he was there that day too, so he would know. He's younger. He has a better memory. And they were setting up their display, and we was over there talking with him, or I was over there talking with him, rather, because I don't know where he was. And I was saying, wow, are you guys the people setting up? No, we're working the show. I said, what, you're working the show and setting? Because normally there's a crew that sets up the stuff. I go, what? You guys bring a separate crew for that? He goes, no, the show providers bring a separate crew.
Obviously, Mike didn't know.
They hired the show promoter gives a crew to set up the mint stuff. I said, well, you can look at the bright side. You're saving the government money.
Yeah,
because this show's cheaper than the A&A or Baltimore, and they hire a crew, and you guys you come here anyway. You just do a little effort, and you're saving the government money. My tax dollars at work.
The mint people had to set up their own thing.
And I was like, my tax dollars at work. But no, the mint they're one of the few outside the courts rob you, though. They're the only government agency that makes a profit. So, yeah, their prices may be high. I was so tempted. I wanted to. They released that 2024 Gold Buffalo Crew. I'm like, I gotta this.
I convinced them not to.
She talked me out of it. I was ready to pull the trigger like 10 or 20 times.
I spoke in Keith's terms.
10 or 20 times.
Because I was like, if you really want to, but blah, 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 blah. And he's like, all right, fine, I'm not going to.
Yeah, she finally, very last day, but they sold a lot of them. They even had to have more shipped in because they sold so many.
Oh yeah, they don't really like you to like do videos or take pictures when
you're
over there.
I was really surprised when I seen Seeker's video. He had the video showing the mint stuff. I was really surprised that he must have snuck by him. I noticed there wasn't nobody in the camp.
I'm pretty sure he asked
he could have asked him to, but I didn't get over there. I didn't even ask. I should have asked myself. He probably did. So yeah, they're real protective about the privacy.
He has a way about himself.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
he says, they actually asked him. That's because he's more popular.
Yes, he's so popular. They're like, nobody
does a video as good as him.
Like, Seeker, yep, you do it.
You do it. Don't let Coin Crew do it. Their videos aren't as well edited and stuff. No, they didn't ask me. So they asked him to. That's really cool. I did notice that there wasn't no people in there, so they probably did that for a reason. And I dig it.
Yeah.
Okay, Robert, talking about somebody's question earlier about stamp graders. Professional stamp experts grade on a scale of 1 to 100. Well, see, exactly like I said. The only thing he told him he couldn't record was officers. That's basically what I just said, privacy issues.
The officers are the only ones that asked him not to.
The officers in the mint. No, the only thing they told me I couldn't grade was the
Couldn't do. Oh,
couldn't
okay.
record was the officers.
Okay.
That would be the mint officers, the police officers, security. They had their, and that's funny too. The U.S. Mint was there, and I think I'm gonna throw Silver Seeker under the bus again. Yep, I'm doing it. He called their Mint police officers secure. I think it was Silver Seeker. I could be mistaken, but they got their own police officers, and he called them security officers. And they go, no, we're Mint police.
The Mint police,
The
man.
Mint police. I think it was him. I could be mistaken. So if I am mistaken, Silver Seeker, I'm sorry. If not, I just threw you under
Good
the
evening,
bus.
Danny Johnson.
Oh, he goes, yeah, I called them security card. Mistakes were made. Man, this keeps getting gray. I put my hand up and we get gray. I gotta not put my hand up.
We're the monsters.
Oh, just me.
Yeah, it only turns you gray.
Yeah, she did. Oh, that's wrong.
I have more rosiness to me.
So there was a lot of stuff being sold and bought. Most of the bought stuff was sold at the front of the room to the dealers. They didn't all get back, but a few people did get back to us. I've seen the show seemed to be more of a collectible show. Don't get me wrong, there was a whole lot of silver and gold bullion selling. But what I noticed about this show was the uptick amount of activity on the collectibles itself.
Well, a lot of people are trying to fill those holes, man.
Yeah, there were a lot of hole fillers there.
Yeah,
yep, I said it. Hole fillers. There were a lot of collectibles that I was seeing sell at that show that you don't normally see that amount of collectibles sell. I was selling a lot, and I'm still selling on that Buffalo set that I've had. I sold quite a bit.
Who picked us clean on our buffaloes?
Another coin dealer. Twice in a row. Yeah, it was Stacks and Bowers.
Stacks and Bowers.
It was Stacks and Bowers, I think, last year too.
Yeah, Stacks and Bowers.
Twice they went.
They like cherry picked and got a bunch of our buffaloes.
Most of the bought stuff was sold, but even more interesting was that most of the sold stuff was bought.
That goes inside a fortune cookie.
I know.
Seeker, make some fortune cookies and put that in there.
Most of the bought stuff was sold. Most of the sold stuff was sold.
That's right, man.
Same thing, just backwards.
Seeker for president, man.
I love your
video. Political statement.
I love your video. Your video, Silver Seeker, and asking different coin dealers what they pay for your stuff. Talking about Silver Seeker, calling them coin dealers, and I'm going to be truthful with you here and 100% honest. He has never called me and recorded me asking a price. You know how he could call me and disguise his voice, but never has. Then again, I just thought about that. Maybe he did call me.
Probably not.
I doubt it. But I don't think he's ever called me. He would have probably said it afterwards if he did. He's never called me, and I've never been featured on none of those videos. We do a different style video. And he goes, 100% accurate.
JJ said I need to start reading this stuff.
I never called your shop. That's right. He's never called my shop. He always calls my cell phone. So yeah, there's that. But the show, I mean, guys, seriously, there was a lot of activity, a lot of new people that you could meet. YouTube presence, I'm going to be honest with you, the dealer amount of setup was a little bit lower than last year. And it did feel like there was a few less YouTubers walking. But the ones that were walking, I mean, some of them weren't even saying who they were. There was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, some people's like, yeah, we saw you. And I'm like, well, you didn't tell us who you were because we don't know what you look like.
The anniversary couple on their way to see their kids didn't even make it. And now they're coming every year. This is going to be their anniversary vacation. So you can't beat that, I guess. Silver Seeker, since Keith likes to focus on your comments, slip it. Oh, man.
Ha 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 ha.
I focus on everyone's comments.
Nobody's been like asking questions.
Nobody's been asking questions.
You got to be like, question mark, question mark.
Yeah.
If we see question marks, I will focus on you.
Okay, but for those of you that, there were a few people that didn't come because something came up or whatnot. So.
Oh, I got those things from Charles against the Army. Those emojis that I said I was going to put all over your desk.
I was covering my yawn. I was just trying to keep a straight face. Talking about for all you guys that didn't go next year, please, if you want to go, try to plan your vacation around it, man. There are so many things. I just like entertainment in Tulsa. It says 74 ways to have a blast in Tulsa. So, guys, if you want, just type that in your computer, make plans. There's 74 different things you can do. There's a museum. There's other stuff. Pancakes, waffles, French toast. I'm sure they're there too.
No, which one? I say
waffles.
Waffles
and French toast, then pancakes. In that order.
Yeah, that's about how I am too. Waffles, French toast, pancakes is my least favorite.
But, of all of that, I only put syrup on waffles and French toast. I never put syrup on pancakes.
I only put syrup on my pancakes. I like to put like jam or strawberry stuff with like some whipped cream on the waffles. So yeah, pancakes is the only thing I put syrup on.
Think about a 2024 Perth. You're
2004.
The ounce coin from your booth. Silver stacking freaks.
You might have, because we had a lot of 2 ounce of the lunars. We had a bunch of.
Yeah, I did have.
And see, you didn't let us know who you were.
I don't remember.
So now we don't.
You might have. I mean, I was kind of busy meeting so many people that he might have said something. But I know that the wet anniversary couple did not tell us who they were. They just said it was their anniversary.
Well, they said that they just watch like videos. They don't go to live streams and stuff.
So Teresa's almost backwards from us. The first two are backwards.
Sharika.
What'd I say?
It sounded like you said like Sharisa or like
Sturika. Anyway, if I mispronounce Sturika?
French waffle pancake.
Yeah, they're French waffle pancakes different.
Yeah, see, so they like pancakes the least.
Just like us, least.
Who likes pancakes the most out of those 3 options?
So,
Inquiring
is there
minds want to know.
questions that you guys got about the show? Please ask. We will try to highlight them and try to answer them. Okay, he goes, I should have told you, but it was too focused on all the goodies available.
It's good. It's all good. Maybe next time.
It's all good. So just remember, guys, if you take a picture with myself or Mrs. Coin Crew, if you want a picture, there's a good chance it may end up in a video. I'm just saying. You're giving us allow us to put it on our cameras how we look at it.
Hello, Iron Jim. Yeah. I mean, and if you don't like hugs, don't tell me who you are.
Yeah, if you don't like hugs.
Because I'm like, I am going to touch you.
See, now I might almost put pancakes first if he's talking blueberries and chocolate chips and stuff on it.
Oh yeah, if you put that in the pancake mix, I might like the pancakes better, but I just don't like plain pancakes.
Chocolate chips don't belong on pancakes. Blueberries do. If you had whipped cream with the chocolate chips, yeah, because I'm not a syrup guy.
No, you have to get the mini chocolate chips, though.
Yeah, the mini ones.
The mini ones. We are here on Oklahoma Huggers.
We here on Oklahoma are huggers, is how he says it. So, yeah, I mean, originally Mike was supposed to be up, and like I said, Mike had family member come from out of town, and he got busy.
He had planned to come because he said he was going to this morning at Ida's. So next you can. I'm just like the emergency co-host.
And it was she had a 30-minute notice. Oh, there's even a Jim's Coney Island now.
I was like, crap, I need to jump in the shower.
The Tulsa Zoo, the aquarium.
So
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff to do.
Out of the shower.
There's so much stuff to do for those of you that want something to do. Like if you want to come for the weekend in Tulsa next year, you can come. And the reason why I'm talking about all these other things is sometimes people don't like to travel for just a coin show. They want to do something else. Like even when we do it, I'll drop off stuff at Mike's shop and put it in a safe, and then we'll go take a mini vacation along with it. Hi, Mrs. Coin Crew. I see you got a couple of those poo emojis. I was going to send you one, but you beat me to it. Yeah, I told her, I said, you should have tried to get them to give you a deal and bought
It's a thought that counts. Thank you, Mr. DuPont. It's funny, like, when people see poo, they think of me.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I mean, somebody gave me this.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's a good thing.
Someone gave us this.
I passed in Tulsa, went to Oklahoma City to see the Victims Memorial, the Oklahoma City bombing of the Alfred P. Murrah building, which is really cool. I do remember the Oklahoma City bombing. It was a very rough time in our country's history. Uh, but something to remember: if take an extra day, Tulsa's only 2 hours away from Oklahoma City, so it's not very far.
They built a new Bucky's in Springfield,
And
so
we stopped. And
Bucky's fudge is better than the fudge from Uranus. I'm sorry.
so now it's Bucky's instead of Uranus.
Yep. I'm tired of Uranus, man.
So did you buy Morgan Peace dollars? I don't think I did. I bought bust hats.
You bought some crappy Morgans.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, those were so ugly. I was like, why'd you even buy these? But somebody just wanted us to.
So it was who did I buy them from? It was one of the YouTuber people.
Yeah, I'm not going to say a name because
I don't
I'm saying your dollars were really, really bad.
They were ugly, but they're still silver dollars. But no, I bought like bust hats. I bought some gold. I bought some platinum out from under Seeker.
Hi, Bill. It wasn't our fault.
It was our fault.
No, it wasn't.
It was like I had ESP going on. I'm like, Seeker asked for those platinum, so I'm going to go buy them. Didn't even tell me about it.
We got your platinum, Seeker.
I bought some gold grams.
We told him if he'd wait for us, we
did. We offered. We say stop at Bucky's and wait for us, and we'll sell them to you at exactly what we paid.
But he wanted to get home.
He wanted to get home because we was like 90 miles behind him.
And we were like 90 miles behind him.
Yeah, me and 90.
He's like wasn't happening. He was ready to be home.
Yeah, me and 90 miles wasn't happening, even though it was a cost.
Yeah, 90 miles would have taken Keith 3 hours.
I think I could have did it in 2.5. I think I could have beat my 3-hour norm.
Yeah, because Seeker only had to stop for 20 minutes.
No, Jackalope.
Nope.
Bucky's is the new fudge.
So the fudge from the Beaver is way better than the fudge from Uranus. So I'm not stopping Uranus no more. I'm getting the Beaver fudge.
It's making us go gray.
Oh, the poop is making Keith's complexion bad. Whoa, that was really bad. Look at
that.
Yes, it's a poo hat.
There is Jim's Coney. That's the thing about big cities too, guys. There's always so much to do in a big city.
I did not find any deep stack stuff. Keith might have. I don't remember.
I did a video on some stuff. I did use CAC. I did use CAC though, so.
See, that's what Seeker says. You go once and never again.
Go once what?
To Uranus, you only go there once and never again. I mean, you can buy their stuff online, so I bought a t-shirt.
The car was charged. He was gone. He wasn't waiting for me.
No, he wanted to get home.
Joe McBride. Look at that. He's like, hello. Joe was there.
I got to see Joe, man.
We did see Joe.
I told him I had to squeeze his arm.
Did they take off before we got pictures? Oh, wait, we got somebody coming up.
Guest. We got a guest.
We got a guest.
What's going on, everybody?
Looks like you're in the passenger seat.
I am in the passenger seat. I don't want to be talking and driving.
Yeah, I would hope
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Hey,
safety first, right?
What's the dates for the show next year? Do you happen to know it off the top of your head? Second week of June, right?
12th, 13th, and 14th.
There you go. So we're talking about that. We're talking about everything that.
My wife said for the dealers it's the 11th through the 14th. She has to show me up on. She's in the back. She's driving from the back seat.
Yeah, I hear you.
She's a backseat driver.
Actually, you're going very slow. Look, do you see that street lamp just barely passing?
It looks like there's smoke.
That's clouds, man.
Yeah, our car's on fire. That's okay.
So do you want to talk?
They're outrunning the fire.
Do you want to talk about something real quick while you got, because I know you're not going to be up here very long tonight, about something that was exciting at the show, but Panda set?
the what? The panda set.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We all heard
Uh,
about that this
oh
morning.
yeah. I got robbed while I was at the show by my own little brother. I as soon as I bought it, I knew what was going to happen. Gold was going to go down, and it sure did. I think he should give me part of my money back. What do you guys think?
Gold went right back up within a couple bucks of it.
I think
today.
we're psychic and you're screwed.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
So, what? I mean, we talked about a lot of people was at the show. What do you think was one of the most exciting points of the show?
Actually, I think at the end of the show, I do want to thank everybody, coin dealers and YouTube alike. When I announced, I appreciate everybody coming, and one of the guys hollered out, "Great show!" and everybody started clapping. You don't know how that made my wife and me pay. We was our hearts was out there. It was just kind of, I don't know how to describe it.
I left 2 hours before the show.
It made him feel all
maybe,
tingly inside.
or an hour before it was over.
Yes, you did leave before, so you wasn't one of them that was clapping.
Barely before.
Hey, we called you later and told you it was.
You did, and I appreciate it. They did call me, but they was almost home by then.
How was we almost?
It was hard to catch you at the show, though, Mike.
It was.
Well, when it comes to trying to put out fires, that's what part of my job is, and I do what I can, try to help everybody and everything. Right here. Next one. Anyway.
I got big hugs from Beirut.
Yes, he was up there.
He's in Disneyland.
Oh wow! He went from one place to another.
But actually, it was really exciting that even the U.S. Mint told me they had a great show. Because Baltimore is a little bit bigger show than mine, and to be told that they did better there than they did in Baltimore, that really made me feel good.
Yeah, that's a really good feeling to know that somebody as big as the Mint come to your teeny weeny show. Actually, it wasn't that small of a show, guys.
It was pretty big.
It was pretty big. What was there? Close to 100 tables or more?
Dealers over. We had 180 tables, 142 dealers total.
That's a pretty good size show.
Oh, excuse me, my wife recorrected me for the latecomers. It was 150 dealers in the end.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Next year, looks like we're going to even do better because we got people that called me while I was at the show wanting to get tables for next year.
Here we go, guys. So here, Silver Seeker is saying he was watching a live stream playback from the Baltimore show. Didn't see the Mint there. Interesting. Well, as I told you guys, I didn't actually.
But yet didn't they still advertise the Mint, U.S. Mint going to be there? Oh yeah, they did. Right, oh crap.
They did. But I talked to them themselves when I was at the show, and I said, "Are you guys set up in Baltimore now too?" And they go, "No." They literally told me. I don't know if I told you that I talked to them about it, but I did tell you that they wasn't set up there. But it was the Mint themselves that told me. Who's the fella up the Mint? The big guy.
You talking about Chris?
David.
Chris. So it
was David
that told me. So it wasn't like hearsay. It was someone in charge of the show directly.
Chris was in charge of the show.
Yeah. It was the guy that was in charge.
David's been a friend of mine at the U.S. Mint for over 20 years.
45 years.
That was.
Maybe longer there. I'm sorry.
I think a lot last year, and I'm going to throw last year's show under the bus. I really want to. Last year's show, because of the parking, because of the heat in July, I think some of the people that from YouTube, some of them that were dealers, they didn't.
Well, we did the last week of June, but yeah, it was pretty hot.
But they didn't come into this show because of last year's show. And my question to you about that, do you think some of them may have regretted not coming? If they come for the sole purpose of that was not as good of a show as this one?
Well, guys, it was a really bad deal all the way around down there.
Yeah.
being downtown, the parking, we had the homeless people we had to deal with. We had a lot of things we had to go through. We had a lot of hoops. Here, we had a really nice venue, and to be told that the U.S. Mint even liked that venue, uh, told me I need to sign that contract. So we signed our contract. We're going to be there for a few more years. And guess who's joining me next year again? The U.S. Mint, and I'm hoping everybody that was there and then some.
Well, I can't
Uh,
speak for him, but I think Silver Seeker, and I know myself, will join you. And Silver Seeker made a comment. He goes, "I'm not afraid to say it. Last year's show location was horrendous. Same place again would have been a headshot." That's what he's saying about last year's location.
well, there's no way I would have brought the U.S.
23.
Mint into that stuff.
No, it was
We
two
had
years.
to be there. I would never even talk to Chris and tried to get him to come. We had him at the very first year, and then COVID hit. And I'm glad they gave us another shot, and I think they are too.
Yeah, see, two people that were there said it was a nice venue.
Great venue, awesome venue. I like the fact that the floors were carpeted. Now, being at the show all day, every day, I can honestly say that carpet, it didn't have no padding under it, but it was still better than concrete.
My only complaint is they need 2 restrooms, and the ladies' restroom needs to be closer.
Hey, my complaint is they didn't put that ladies' restroom far enough back.
Dude, it was hidden though. Like if you're a first time restroom trying to find her, you couldn't find it.
Okay,
Hey,
against an army,
let me see. Can you see this? Can you hear it?
that's the world's smallest violin. I just jerked her
He
fingernail.
stopped me from telling you were number 1.
Against an army, I didn't get any.
Well, I appreciate that. I feel like I'm number 1.
No, I didn't. Wednesday, I clocked over 20. Oh, yeah, he was clocking some steps. He was in pain.
You know what, guys? I lost almost 5 pounds during that show.
I lost half my
So-
calories.
I lost 5 pounds too.
I might have actually lost weight while I was eating dinner at that fish market.
But just remember, and we said this on Miss Ida's channel, I do appreciate the YouTube people. And so what I'm doing for you guys next year is, as a group, I'm saying as a group, you guys I'm giving you a free full page ad to put what you would like to have as a schedule where we can have the kids come back there and stuff. And I will read it off, or I might even invite Seeker up to read it off so that people will understand it. And it'll be in the little catalog we do. So they'll have it in their hands so they can see a schedule that you guys are offering for the kids too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Also, what you're saying is you're going to put an ad in the paper for anybody who want to do like some type of seminar or something for the show.
Not a seminar. No, like you guys got your tables back there, and I know a couple of people was wanting kids to come back there and look through the telescope and stuff or whatever they's going to do back there. Let's have it in the little catalog. We're going to give you a full page ad to write in the stuff you want, and that's what we'll pass out to the people, and we'll also announce it.
Well, I'm sure that's something to come
And we're doing that free for you guys. We're not charging you guys for that.
The YouTubers that did come back to actually set up were pleasantly surprised and satisfied this year. So,
Juan Yusto says, "Congratulations! Sounds like you knocked it out of the park with this show." I'll tell you what he knocked out of the park. He knocked the U.S. Mint out of the Baltimore park.
that's right.
He knocked them out.
But any which way, guys, just remember this. Everybody that attended there, one of the reasons why it was so great is because we had true buyers and sellers in there all over the place. Not just at my table, at other places, you guys' table, the dealer's table. People were actually buying and selling this time, which always makes it a good show.
I did mention earlier that there was a lot of silver and gold bullion
You
being
can
sold.
take the
But
highway.
what I've noticed
Perception.
with the show is, excuse me,
Have a good
is
one,
there was
Jackalope.
an extreme amount of collectibles being bought and sold. I mean, a lot more than most shows I see.
Oh
It
yeah,
wasn't
there was very
really
little bullion being sold. It was mostly collectibles. Yes, that's what they were
no,
buying, which is good. We needed that market.
and it wasn't other dealers buying collectibles; they were buying them, but public was in there buying them, filling their sets, selling some stuff, trading it off, trying to get more stuff. And I really thought it was awesome that people were buying so many
Yes.
collectibles.
See, Copper Owl said he did better on one day than he did all 3 days last year.
And there's plenty of,
I'll,
and he
I'll
came
join
back.
with him on that. I had somebody said it was an all right show. I looked him in the eye and I said, no, it was a terrible show last year. There wasn't nothing all right about it. The venue itself nickel and dimed me. I lost the most money in that show than I have in any other show in years.
Yeah,
I mean,
and we were pleasantly surprised too because we weren't expecting. We didn't bring stuff to expect to do good, and we did pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, we were planning to spend money, and
I told Lulu to take it out.
Oh,
we
okay,
couldn't.
go ahead.
We couldn't.
Sorry
I mean,
about
it
that.
wasn't that we wasn't spending it; it's that we were selling at a rate faster than I could spend it because I couldn't get around enough to find stuff because I was selling so much.
Yeah, we were semi busy.
So yeah, and there was two people.
That was my
working
problem.
today.
Have a good one, Seeker. He said he can't wait for next year already.
Gotta run, y'all. Can't wait for the 2025 show. There you go.
Neither can I.
You know, talk. Thanks for coming, Seeker. We appreciate it. Talking about shows. This is such a
Actually, yeah,
great.
you get off this almost
You
over.
think- Do you think sometime in the next few years or so that you'll host a second show that's this big and this good? Not necessarily.
We
in
are
Tulsa.
gonna.
You are going.
No, we are working on one. We already are in the works of doing one in Arkansas.
Well, that's still kind of close. So is
Yeah, it's
it big? Why don't you guys? I don't know. Come a little closer. How about say Michigan?
well, you know, if somebody would said any place but Michigan, I might have been interested.
Tommy Stacker
It's
says
too cold for me, even in the summer.
90% was selling at or around 21 times face. Dealers were that was about right. And I seen silver selling for about $1.25 to two and a quarter. Different people had different prices on that. Is that about right for that?
No, actually, there was a lot of dealers selling at to $2.50, and they were selling
Maybe it
it.
was just the wholesalers that Mad couldn't buy off of that was that $1.25.
Yeah, that was probably wholesale.
Yeah, we did have a wholesale company there, but they didn't sell out either. It winded up at my table.
Yes, he's around 35.
35 to 37 is what they were selling for. And these are cash prices. I don't know if any dealers were charging more for credit card or not.
Yes,
Wichita is a good choice.
yes, we did. We did charge more if they used a credit
Hi,
card.
Lainey.
Yeah, we forgot our thing, so we couldn't take.
Yeah, nobody wants to come to our cold states.
I know that's just wrong. I think.
Hey, I was there for 13 years. That was too many years.
Dude, I've been here for 30 years. Wow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't handle 13.
That's why we're trying.
31.
That's why we're trying to move more centralized.
I've been in Michigan over half my life. Yeah, it's definitely time to move.
Maybe I need to make a trip. Maybe I need to make a trip up there just to see if it got any warmer.
Oh, it's warmer because when I came back from Tulsa, I think I brought the heat with me. It's like
What
95
the heck?
degrees.
Why
up
is he
here.
putting on it? It's a green light. Go around him.
It was not. It's 95 here, 95 there.
Hurry up. It ends up here.
Doug Wagner, 21 month. Coin Crew Nation rocks. Keith and Angel.
Thank you, Doug.
That is so awesome,
The
Doug.
squirrels are real, Doug.
Almost 2 years, Doug, being a member. Thank you.
There was quite a few people that flew from California to be at this show.
Okay. Yes. And
They did. We had people from California, Portland, Oregon. We even had a dealer set up from it was 30 minutes from Seattle, Washington. Flew in to do our show.
Now, Robert has been in Michigan for 13 years. Robert, thank you for becoming a channel member tonight. Guys, your channel memberships really help the channel.
Robert, I think it's about time to go. 13 years was my limit.
Yeah, but your thumbs up, if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, guys, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. I know I
There
don't
you go.
my videos, and I don't always say it in the live.
There's my thumbs up.
In the live streams, I'm always saying it. But in the videos, I don't always say it. But your thumbs up are really important to helping the YouTube algorithm.
There was way more buyers than sellers, I think, this time around.
Yes, I think it was. This show blew last year's show out of the park. I think next year is going to be even better.
The last couple of years.
Yeah, I bet you.
And even the U.S. Mint was surprised on the sales they had.
They had to reorder the Buffaloes. They had to have them shipped in.
Some idiot was buying too many.
Yeah.
I tried to get people to join in with me, and some of them did.
Silver Shuffle says, done. Yeah, reminder is good. I forget. I don't always remember. Maybe we can talk our editor-in-chief here into maybe on the video putting.
Did any of you guys get any of the new military ones they bought out, medals?
Back off. It's only 55.
What about military ones?
They had the military medals there, the U.S. Mint did. All of them. They ran out of Air Force stuff.
Did you buy them?
Oh, yes.
Amy, they only have the gold buffaloes.
They were gold proof. They were gold proof ones.
They were for the everyday, believe it or not, the everyday low price of $3,240. Yep, $3,000.
And I did not mind paying it. And I did not mind paying it.
No, that was 900.
Might as well be 1,000.
Yeah, I couldn't afford it, but I was gonna buy it. I walked over there so many times.
Her box this round. Did you put one of them in your box, dear?
Yes, I did.
Did you hear it? Did you hear my wife? She put one in her box, along with the 4-piece gold set that I decided to buy her.
It was like that steak that you offered to buy me, and I couldn't do it. But I did tell everybody that you're going to buy Angel one next year. You promised. I couldn't do that to you.
Yeah. We're if Steak Shake is still open, we'll get her a steak burger.
Steak burger.
So, guys, any other questions about the show? He's heading to Pirate Island, the Caribbean. See y'all later. Thanks for signing my red book. Berush, you are quite welcome.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. So, yeah, guys.
You are very welcome, sir.
That is the second red book that I have
He even
signed.
got Mike to sign it. Mike was like, I saw the red book.
So that is something, if you like a YouTube personality, you can get them. They will all, well, I don't know all, almost everybody will do it for free. I know I will. I will definitely do it. Mike will.
I signed a red book.
We'll do it for free.
Oh, I didn't know you could try it. Well, now you tell me.
The reason why I don't say that all will do it for free, because there's going to be somebody somewhere along the line that's going to start charging for that. And it's not going to be me.
Me neither.
It's always going to be free. So, yeah, you can get the red book. And they become collectibles when I sign them, because I sign them a certain way that I don't sign other Coin Crew stuff. I mean, if I ever come famous.
Hello, Silver Boy Blues.
I'm just a crazy guy in my own brain. But yeah, Silver Seeker and Mike, I mean, yeah, that makes the red book worth a lot. So, guys, any more questions about the show? I think I've covered a lot of it. I didn't cover everything, I'm sure. What was some of, before we get off of here, Mike, what was some of your exciting moments there?
He said when everybody applied.
Oh, well, let's see. My little brother ran over to say hi to me. Well, when my little brother came over and I said hi and then said, here, you need to buy this. Then walked away. Then the U.S. Mint said, hey, you're only going to buy 10, so I had to buy more. It was. I felt like I was getting picked on. but I enjoyed it.
Silverboy Blues. Hey there, Mr. and Mrs. Coin Crew. How's the show they have twice a year in Grand Haven, and how is the one in Grand Rapids every month? Silverboy Blues, we don't go to those shows. We tend to go to shows out of town,
I mean,
out of state, to bring more stuff in.
we have went to them, and we don't anymore. So that's our opinion. If we don't go there,
we don't go there because we like to bring stuff into the area, and that's not bringing stuff in.
Well, I mean, once you go once, pretty much most of the dealers there,
you can wait another year or two.
They just have the same stuff over and over again.
And I'm not talking about any one particular dealer there. Mike, would you go to Ohio for a show? We have gone to Ohio for a show, haven't we?
Yes, I have.
No, you really probably need to move that show somewhere a little bit further away, though.
Well, where would you like it? In Ohio?
Michigan's nice, but
since Robert asked, I might just take it to Ohio.
No, but maybe
Ohio would be way closer for us.
At least a 2 or 3 hour difference in either direction from Tulsa. A minimum of a couple hour difference.
Well, I was already doing one in Joplin, but it's too small. I can't get nothing big enough there.
It's going to have to be a big city, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at different areas. I might even bring one to Illinois.
Okay, my son lives in Muskegon, and I want to go up there and take him to your shop. Just wonder about those shows. Appreciate the info. It's not a show I would go to specifically.
They're pretty small.
If you want a big show, Grand Rapids is the size to have a big show. But I'm going to be honest with you. I've been in Michigan, like I said, over 30 years. There is no.
They don't have enough buyers in Grand Rapids.
Even when you go to the state show in Detroit, that is still lacking comparative to a big show elsewhere. Now you talk Chicago, A&A World's Fair.
The World's Fair is in Chicago this year, so we're going.
We're going. We're going to be there on like the 8th or 9th or something like that.
You'll find me up front at my table.
Toledo, Ohio is big enough. Coin show where they have every month, I don't think it's that good at all. That is part of the problem. When you do a monthly show,
it becomes stagnant.
It becomes stagnated because the same people go to it all the time, and therefore, same product you see.
Yeah.
Chicago's got a lot of monthly shows too, but you got to bring dealers in from all over.
Yeah.
So you got to make a show big enough to say, "Hey, I'm ready to come."
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of big shows.
There's a show that I go to that was a monthly show in Chicago. It was actually good enough to go to, but the issue is it's on a Sunday, and I don't do shows on Sunday no more. Nope.
Oh yeah,
the country. They call it Countryside. So if you're in the Chicago area,
Countryside was a good show. I haven't been there in a few years
because you had a couple big dealers that were there, would come in and make it a good show. So it's really.
I used to go to Countryside, but I didn't go there to set up. I always went there to walk and buy.
What about Kansas City, bro? Would that
Kansas City
show?
There's already a good show in there.
He wants to go.
Oh, you want to go where there's not a good show? You want to build the area.
Yeah.
I
somewhere
get
that
it.
doesn't already have a good show.
That makes sense. You'll figure it out.
I could build one in Kansas City still.
I know, but don't you want
to? That's not close enough for you, though, bro.
I'm just saying somewhere that's big enough that's not so close to Tulsa. I can't tell you how to run your show. You do it your own way, bro.
The show has to be in an area that has an
international airport.
In order to bring the U.S. men, NGC, and all of them in, you have to have a show within 25 to 30 minutes of the airport.
And don't they prefer? Don't they prefer those airports to be international airports as well?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't think that's I guess you could say. What's the word I'm looking for?
Have a good one, Juan. Thank you.
That's not a super red flag.
Indianapolis, needs a good show there.
Yeah.
They
But it's
the
far
club
enough
room.
south to really do it. I mean, because
It's closer to us, though.
that's kind of the breaker to where the shows really start getting good. Is right you draw a line across the country, and that's it right there. It's right on that line. Everything north of that line.
Cincinnati, Ohio is always, if you put a good show there,
There's
you can bring the dealers. Because it's right at the
always
Kentucky
Pittsburgh,
borderline.
PA. I wouldn't set up in Pittsburgh personally.
That's
Nope,
as far as
nope. I won't even do the A&A in Pittsburgh.
Well, the reason why I wouldn't is there's a whole bunch of different reasons. Security, um, toll bridges, and I'm talking heavy toll highways, and security again. The crime rate.
Yeah, we've
It's just
done
not worth it.
Sharonville a few times.
I've done Sharonville a few times. That's a good one.
Now, if
There's a
I
lot of
accidentally lose you, I'm sorry, guys, because I might go into a dead spot here in a little bit.
Well, we're going to be done pretty quick, Mike. But yeah, guys, seriously, this show in Tulsa that Mike is hosting, if you didn't make it, there type in the Google search entertainment in Tulsa, and it's going to be a thing. 74 different things to do in Tulsa. You can go for something just besides just the show, but the show itself is worthwhile. But if you want to get your spouse, that's why you got to type that entertainment in Tulsa to get them to want to go too. For
Well, I don't know. We had a couple that was on their way to spend their anniversary somewhere else,
Yes.
and now they made this show their anniversary present every year.
Yeah, and I totally get it. I remember I talked about them earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got to get there the first time sometimes. So that's what I was talking about. But yeah, there's so much stuff. Didn't and I mentioned it earlier, and I could be wrong. Did you say that there's a good chance that PCDS will be there next year?
There is a really good chance.
Okay.
I will be meeting them in July and a fun show.
In July.
I will be down in Orlando, Florida, and I'll be meeting up with them when I'm there.
Now, I've been to the fun show. This show that we just had, for those of you that know the fun show, just my opinion, I could be wrong, but I personally think this show was more fun than the fun show.
Yeah, when we went to the January fun show,
it wasn't as fun.
I wasn't impressed.
No, it was not an impressive show.
Well, yeah, they had and every show gets their problems now and then. They had a few issues going on, but I think Katie, she's wonderful, and I think she'll get all that straightened out for next year. You know, we all see our points.
In 2009, it was great.
When we went last January, I wasn't impressed. The Chicago World Fair was way.
Yeah, but you know, this was Miss Katie's first round. I mean, she just recently took it over, and you know, everybody's got to give them the benefit of the doubt. You know.
Have a good night, Jado. Friend. So yeah, guys, if I didn't say hi to you, I do apologize. There's lots of mods in here. Hopefully you got somebody to say hi to, and if not, hello before it's over.
Yeah. But yeah, if anybody can go to the World's Fair in Chicago, it's impressive.
It isn't as good as it used to be, but still impressive. But I think this show that Mike's doing, and the reason why I'm naming these big.
Well, you know, in 2025, the A&A is going to be in Oklahoma City. So the U.S. Mint's coming twice to Oklahoma.
It's not going to be going against you because they're in August and you're in June.
I know it, but the U.S. Mint gets to come twice.
Yeah, they're going to.
We'll have first.
The reason why I was mentioning these other big, good shows is like the fun show and the A&A World's Fair of Money is because this show is getting better every year. And there's a good chance that in the future, this could be one of those shows that would be considered one of the top shows in the U.S. as long as it keeps improving. And I think Mike, I think he has the drive, the willpower to make it happen. And I'm not trying to just build your head, and I'm not saying it because you're my brother or anything. it's just a difference every year. I've seen it. I've been going here from show one before it was considered a YouTube and coin dealer show. It was just a coin show. And the second year you called it a YouTube and coin show, and we went from there. And it just gets better every year. And I'm not saying, when I'm saying better, I'm not saying just a little better. Even as bad as last year's show was, it was still better than all the other shows. And this show blew last year's away.
Yeah. Somehow I lost my nail polish.
So you guys really got to come check this out. Really, really.
Well, like I always say, you guys got to come because you never know what I'm going to do next.
You can do it.
You can do it. So, guys, thanks for watching so much. We really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the chat tonight, the recap, and highlights possibly from next year's show. Again, for next year, type in entertainment in Tulsa, things you can do outside. If you like to gamble, if you like to eat, some of the best places in the country are in Tulsa to eat. You got anything you want to add there, bro? Here, let's put you on the big.
Yeah, throw me up there, big. Yeah, guys, listen, I know I missed part of the show. Sorry about that. It's my fault, not theirs. But guys, listen, if you get a chance, please come and check the show out. Come see your favorite YouTuber. Let's have some fun next year, too. That's all I got.
That's all you got? Are you sure?
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
No,
All right, guys.
that's all I got.
Thank you so much. Oh, you could have just.
What, honey?
Thank you so much for coming. And again, we really appreciate your support, your comments.
But
And if you didn't
just
already,
remember, behind every man, though, let me say this, there's a
That's
good
right.
woman, and she's the one that keeps me marching.
Yeah,
If it
behind
wasn't
every
for
great
Char,
man, better
I'm
woman.
going to tell you, it wasn't for Char, I don't know if I would have all that drive I got today.
Well, I would say she's driving you now, but I think she's in the back seat.
She is in the back seat.
Just wish Tulsa had Crystal's Pizza, but you know about other good eating. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff. You can even type in eating food in Tulsa.
I ate everywhere that we don't
Hey.
have here.
We'll put some crystals all over that pizza for you.
So, guys,
Some crystals.
please hit the thumbs up. Give us a comment when the show's over. Let us know what you thought of it. And thank you so much for watching. And until next time. Oh, we'll be up for an auction Sunday too.
Sunday Fun Day.
So Sunday Fun Day will be here. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Monday.